Right, just a wee quick test, just make sure everything sounds okay. And it sounds pretty crap. Maybe if I move the mic over there. That is just going to be total jank. Hello! Game Boy League Season 7's back! Well, technically it's been back for one game so far, because we've had at least one match out of the Game Boy League Season 7 this year. And you might be asking, what is a Game Boy League? Or Game Boy Tetris League to be exact. Well, it is a season that we have set up in a division, a 3-tier division, that we have with the following, where we have a Premier Division, which you usually have like a top tier players that can max out at Game Boy Tetris. We also have a Challengers Division, which is kind of mid-card players that are on the up and coming, still wanting to get better or get worse. And then we also have the third foundational divisions, which are the Academy. And this year we've had a number of new players come into the server, which you can find us over at the following. Just going to put it in chat. If I could type. GB-Tetris. And yeah, you'll find us there. So yeah, official right bumper. My boy! Welcome to the chat. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Game Boy Tetris League. So, as I said, the bottom division looks like this. So we have a split of new players coming into the fray, and some kind of players that have either went down the ranks or are returning for their second or third time. And it looks like this so far. We have Division A with no games so far played, but that will change in the coming weeks. And we have Division B, which so far has had our player from Latvia, Kristains, currently topping the table with a 3-0 win over its David. So the points system that we have here, if you get so all games are best of 5, and if you get a 3-0 win against your opponent, you get 8 points. You play it, and if you get a 3-1 win, then the points split to 7 and 1, 1 for the loser and 7 for the winner. And if you take it to the decider, the winner gets 6 points, and the player who loses gets the 2s. So today we have 3 players doing a round robin, and that will be, as I said, from Latvia, Kristains, from the UK, Casually, and also from Latvia, Kasaneteto. And as I said, so it's a bit of a Latvia versus Britain / Latvia versus Latvia at some point. We'll play it out with the following, where Kristains will play Casually, then we'll have Casually versus Teto, and then we'll have a main event, Latvia versus Latvia, with Teto versus Kristains. Right, so enough talk. Let's introduce the players. So on the left hand side, the PB of 348,025. As I said, I probably said that already. From Latvia, we have Kristains. And on the right, with PB of 580,678. This is their first entrance into the Academy Division. And yeah, they're going to give us a game. So please welcome, on the right, Casually. Woo! As I said, technical difficulties will be expected in my streams, as you know, I cannot give a flying F how things work. But yeah, it's looking good. Both players are on scene, on template, and they're both ready to play. So in the Academy Division, in Game Boy Tetris, we've put it to a point where it's a good entry point for players to start at level 9 speeds or level 2 heart speeds, which is level 12. So both players have nominated so far to play on level 9. That can change, and yeah, we're going to get a game on. Woo-hoo! Yep. Official right bumper saying woo Casually. Or I should probably say that with caps. Woo Casually! Yep, happy you're here too. Happy everyone is in chat as well. Who else we got in here? We've got ourselves, Kasaneteto is watching. We've got Adam Anatite. We were talking about you earlier, by the way, Adam. The Classic Tetris Scotland champion has played casually before and might be playing them next week in Glasgow. There's going to be an arcade. Well, there's a venue called Arcade in Glasgow, and every year they have a PAL Tetris tournament. Adam might be there, Adam might not be there, maybe he's aye, maybe he's not. But yeah, it'd be nice to see. Hopefully I do see you there and possibly get a rematch with Casually. I know he's baying for blood. Oh yeah. He's baying for blood, he's baying for Bloodfast as well, which it being Holy Tonic, it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Right, enough bollocks. Both players, are you ready to play? Yeah, big Fumarinos, thumbs on the left, thumbs on the right. We're starting level 9, and we will start in a nice big 5 count. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris! So, compared to, say, I don't know, there's some Tetris on this weekend, and usually you get same piece sets in certain games. Not in this game, baby. We're playing the way that it was programmed to be and intended to be, which is just complete RNG on both sides. And if you're new to the Game Boy Tetris scene, you'll, in comparison to others, particularly NES Tetris, we like to build in the left well. The reason being, the game, in terms of the bias of the entry point for pieces coming in, it's quicker to tap the long bar or the eyepiece to the left as opposed to the right. So when you're getting higher, you get more competitive. Yeah, and other pieces as well, but let's just focus on the long bar because that's what makes Tetrises. Speaking of Tetrises, only one being made so far on the left hand side with Kristains. So just burning away and getting the well open again. Casually doing a little bit of gymnastics to start with, but you know, PCs, key pieces sometimes. And he's got the gold at the bottom there. Just needs to get that column 5 fixed. Get that open, get it cleaner so he can start scoring. Hey, Condensed Aaron, how you doing? Welcome to the Game Boy Tetris Season 7. Yeah, I mean, I thought, well, we in Game Boy Tetris decided, you know what, let's make a stand, you know, and let's get some Tetris on, you know, because I'm sure there's nothing really on Twitch this weekend anyway, just in case you're, you know, in desperate need of some Tetraminos. But whilst I'm talking about that, shout out to the Classic Tetris World Championships. Been watching it so far, it's been fantastic. I don't want to spoil anything, but the European players have been doing great. I can look forward to getting this stream over so I can go and watch it. But whilst we're watching these players get some score. 52,000 on the left for Kristains, 37,000 on the right for Casually. Both players around 25-30 lines in, so we're further away from transition. Yep, all looking good so far. Casually, you know, rocking up a bit, building a right well in honour of Classic Tetris and CTWC, etc, etc. Kristains, again, love a little triple flip there with the J. But yeah, I hope you're well, Aaron, and looking forward to seeing you at CTWC UK Regionals and CTWC DAS, which is tournaments that are happening in the UK this year. Notably the CTWC DAS, which is seen as the World Cup of Tetris, and certainly is for a good reason, you know, because we get players from all around the world playing at the highest level, well, playing at the best level, which is DAS, which is the preferred choice of playstyle for those just starting out the game and the elderly, you know. Right, lovely Tetris there from Casually. Double Tetris there. Back to back, that's very nice. 69,000. Hey now, 69,000 on the left hand side as well, so it's neck and neck. And it's a sexy score. You can tell I've not done commentary in a while. I say commentary, I mean restreaming, because it's been a couple of months since we've had the season 6 finish. And between that time and the server of the Game Boy Tetris League, or Game Boy Tetris server in general, we've had quite a lot going on. Notably our own CTWC event, which is the CTWC Game Boy. It was a very good tournament this year. It was very positive. Those who entered did really, really well, and we look forward to seeing them. Some of the players actually will be in this division of the Game Boy Tetris League, so if you want to find out more about that, then all I would say to you is click on this little link in the chat, tinyurl.com/gb-tetris. Speaking of Tetris scored there from Casually, taking him to 111 at 80 lines. Kristains, a little bit back, obviously not pushing down as much at 102, but certainly 20 lines behind with that score. Is, you know, pace leader, call it what you want. So he's doing alright. Though I would say that Casually's board is the more favourable right now. Kristains doing a little bit of down stacking. Okay. Casually setting up for some tucks. That I bar helps a lot. Oh no, we got a top out on the left hand side. Kristains at 104,000. So, yeah, I know. I wasn't expecting that. That was unfortunate. Casually takes game number 1. Oh, I think it was just the smash up top. For you there, Kristains. You were going at a good pace. Everyone was looking good. Both of you were looking great, by the way. Just yeah, down stacking could be a bit. So 104 to 137-ish. GG's. Okay, so both players can begin again just after they've stretched it out, had a cough, had a Kit Kat, you know. Once everybody feels ready to go, give me the old thumbs, and we'll begin game number 2. Thumb on the left, stoic thumb on the right, so we can begin a nice count of 4. And we'll begin in 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Whilst Aaron's in chat, or anyone who's watching Classic Tetris, has Sam V played his game yet? Oh, so Sam, I believe, just must the chat here, he's probably in play, so I'm going to be hopeful and think he'll get through to the next round so I can watch him later. Best of luck to all the European players over in Pasadena right now. I think it might be funny if I raided Classic Tetris. There's probably like at least 1,500 people watching at peak, maybe more. Yeah, I'll raid them with 7. Show them how it's done. going to show you how it's done. We've got Kristains yet to get a Tetris, but is dealing with a little bit of things to stack down. Casually building right, left well, and waiting for. Oh, son! No! Ah! 2600 for Kristains. So a quick turnaround, well, quick not turnaround, quick game it was. And that takes us to 2-0 for Casually and down. Now, that was very unfortunate, and we don't want to see that again. Very unlucky. Says not to say that Kristains can't do it. Kristains recently posted a level 9 transition of 250,000, which is around a good 75% Tetris rate at level 9, so he's got it in him, as is Casually, and both players are here, and they're ready to go again when they want to. Bump on the left, bump on the right. Okay, so game number 3 starts in a 3. Not how you spell free. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Nice little triple, Casually, taking it easy. Kristains similar as well, just building up, easy ozy, nothing dramatic, nice level 9 stuff here. Either player yet to score a Tetris yet. Good 13 lines away to get a Tetris there for Casually at 21,000. 3,000 on the left for Kristains. What I say, I wonder if Nels is watching. Nels, if you're watching, I did it! As I said, the league only went live on the 5th of June, so 2 days in, and we are ticking off games. As I said, please do hang around. You'll get this game is going to be our first match of the stream, and we'll also have a round robin. So Kasaneteto will enter the fray for game number 2 versus Casually. And then game number 3 will be the Latvians versus the Latvian, with Kristains versus Teto. So we're ticking off games today. Yeah, onwards and upwards. Oh, upwards is not the best direction in this game. You want to be going down, especially when you're scoring Tetrises, such as this one here from Casually. Takes him to 62,000. Kristains on the left, just fixing things, bringing it down really well with that long bar there. That was very nice. Takes him to 15,000. So yeah, a little bit of smash on both ends now. You know, it's certainly manageable from both players. This is level 9. You don't need to push down crazy. Don't be a criminal. Be a ex-con. I don't know. Don't be a criminal. Rehabilitate your board. Yeah. All right. It's terrible, chat. We start singing soon. He was a push down criminal born in America. Adam's asking some chat, as is Kasane. Double checking 9 starts. Yeah, 9 or 2 heart or level 12 as a start. So both of you can agree upon that, or the person with the highest PB can choose first. So both players currently right now playing level 9, and to be honest, at this level 9's good because you can get up to 100. You'll get the potential to get 100 line transition, so the score's a little bit better and the speed's a little bit more safer. If you chose level 12 or 2 heart, then the transition would happen at 30 lines, so there'll be quicker games. That'd be the only, that's the difference really between playing at level 9 and level 12. Aside from the scoring potential, the games go quicker. But we don't want games to finish too quickly, you know? I mean, we want both players to do their best, score some high scores, and yeah, play Tetris. The sun! Oh, Kristains. At 45,000. I just got away for you. I think there was just the RNG didn't favour what you needed to downstack. You were getting there at one point, but that's kind of like the story of this match, I'm afraid. So yeah, that takes us to a score of 3-0 and the match. So GG's casually, you just badged yourself 8 points. So 8-0. 8-8. Oh, sorry. So if I score at 3-0, what does that do to the standings? That takes us over to 8 points for Casually, 8 points for Kristains, so both neck and neck in the division so far. But we have more games to come. With the next game, Casually still staying in the hot seat to play Kasaneteto. So we will be right back. Hello, we are back. And as I said, we are starting soon. And soon. How soon is now? It's now. So both players, just to give you a recap of the league, we had Kristains versus Casually there. At a 3-0 win to our friend Casually, which takes them to 8 points in the division, tie-in with Kristains. So Kristains will be back. Kristains will return in match number 3 versus Teto. But for the moment, let's introduce you to the current players right now. And on the left, we have from Latvia with a PB of 322,000, Kasaneteto, the man of the cow, the blessed cow, that is Yanis. All hail Yanis. And on the right, from the UK, with a PP of 580,678. You've seen him already. You've seen him again. It is Casually. So both players will be playing level 9, and they are ready to. Oh, you need. Yeah. Have we got some time for Yanis? Okay, so there's a. Before we start the game, let me tell you a story. In the depths of the Baltics, there's a country called Latvia, and in Latvia, there was a cow. The cow was blue. The cow was called Yanis. And poor Yanis, oh lovely poor Yanis, there he is, or she. I'm not going to judge. Our Yanis, the cow, it had an interesting life. Storied tale as old as time. But Yanis's tale went east, away from Latvia, to the magical, mystical world of Estonia. Now we don't know what Yanis is now. We don't know how Yanis is now. But their tale is probably in Tallinn and is telling everyone about the stories of Latvia. Or Yanis. Oh Yanis. Oh Yanis. Right, let's play some Tetris. So level 9 is the start. I've got a thumb from. I can't get a thumb from Yanis. Maybe a hoof. Or Teto, when you're ready, just put a note in chat or on voice. Ready? Okay, both players are ready. So we're going to get a cow moo. Cows go moo, by the way. We're going to get a count in 5. So both players are ready. Fucking Yanis, eh? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris! Yeah, that sign will start. Okay. Okay, so again, just to introduce you, Teto, a player of distinction with a well-rounded background in Tetris and Modern, but also in Classic now, starting to play some NES, and thankfully we've bagged them in the Game Boy Tetris League as well. Credit to Kristains, who I believe headhunted them somehow, which is again. Oh, I believe the lore is with Teto is that Teto was in a scoreboard or a league somewhere, or something that piqued Kristains' interest, and Tetris finds a way, you know. So yeah, welcome in Teto. This being your first game in the Game Boy Tetris League. Casually, on the other hand, I believe this is your second attempt in the leagues. You were parachuted into the Challengers Division, which is our mid-table out of the 3-tier league that we have. Sadly, Casually took some L's, so had to play in a relegation playoff with Nelstris, who's another player in the league, and Nels done the business in that fateful game. So yeah, we get Casually in the academy this time, but not for long. I'm sure of it. But I'll tell you what, it's looking like a good game so far. 63,000 on the left for Teto, 74,000 On the right with casually. Oh, sorry, make that 75 and 74. So it's very nice. Oh, they're trading blows now. It's like CTWC over here, you know. It's looking good. Both players favouring different choices of wells. Teto taking the more popular right well. Casually currently taking the more visually and more visually pleasing left well, in my opinion. But they are known to swing both ways when it comes to the wells. But there's no swing in the score right now. Both players at 88,000. Super necky. Neckier than a cow's neck. You don't get this on classic Tetris, I tell you that. A rambling, mumbling Scotsman. Yep. I'm waiting for 11 pushdown points. Not happened yet. Both players putting in their game now. We're into the 100k mark. So it's a very good showing so far from Teto. This being their debut in the league. And casually is probably want to really make a dent so we can get out of the wilderness and back into the realm of challengers. Challengers, notably, we start on different speeds, and we also have a mod cart. So this is the OG cart version 1.1 we're playing on. There is a community-backed, patched version of Tetris where we can start at higher speeds with higher scoring that reflect the potential that you can get, say like on NES, or also different speeds such as level 20. You can choose that. That's the highest speed of the game. It's not an option in the OG. So yeah, a lot of players play it. There's more scoring potential, etc, etc. But you know, personally, I like playing on the OG cart. I liked playing on it notably when I was in academy myself. So it's a good starter for 2. Okay. Teto's stack starting to build. Got an I-bar to fix it, so that's great. It's the right placements to bring it down, and I'm sure they will. Casually looking for a dirty Tetris there, gets it. It's very nice. So again, still necky. You know, 178,000 for Teto. 183 casually. Not a lot in it. Both players putting up a really good showing here. You know, getting to like in level 9 speeds, getting to a transition score at 100 lines of say between 200, 250, maximum potential being 300. So getting in that 200 realm, especially when you're playing competitively, is a really good showing, and both players are showing why they're good at this game and how good they can be. Nice Tetris on the left there for Teto, taking him to 198. 4 lines remaining till transition for you, Teto. Oh no! At 10 lines away from casually, but he's not going to see those 10 lines at 198,000. So Teto, you need a triple or a Tetris or anything, and that takes you to 201. Do keep playing for the moment, just so I could verify that 198 score from casually. So So that was, I'm getting a vision. We'll get it for double check, but you know, that was out of the blue. Yeah, you can. You know what? At a 200,000 or 218, Teto would be around 100,000 away from their PB. So we're going to let this play out. Just keep playing. Let's go. what's better than getting a PB? Getting a PB recorded in a league game. That was really unfortunate enough for you casually. It just ran away from me at the end. I just think, I don't know, just you got, maybe you got a J in a long bar and it just messed up with your mantra or something. I don't know. But yeah, them's the breaks. And can Tetto break 300,000? I think it's doable. Going into level 12, 242. Stacking away, that's a lovely J. Fixes it up. Double J, a Jeff Jarrett. Gets that nice and clean. Puts that down. Tetris ready. Gets a Tetris. So this is looking good. 265. Yep, so he's less than 60,000 away from their PB. Come on. Level 20 is, so just to kind of go through the speeds, from level 9 takes you to 10, and currently Tetto's at 14. The kill screen, if you want to call it that, is level 20, which is a threshold of the game, but it's very, very playable. So he's got another 50 lines to go till he gets to 200 lines, which would take him at level 20. So that would be the speed fresh. Currently he's... Oh, he gets a Tetris, takes him to 309. So he's less than 10,000 away from his PB. Come on. Let's see it. Okay, nice stacking choices. This is really nice. Okay. Oh, it's a Tetris. That takes you to 328, so you've PB'd. So you're 6,000 plus into your PB. Keep going. Yep. GG, sir. Now keep going, keep going. Okay, lovely burn there with the O. O piece, O piece. And he's still got the Tetris open. Takes him 1-2. A lovely other Tetris. Gets him 352. So this is good. He can maybe at level 16 speed get himself ready for level 20 here. As his speed increase will happen in another 10 lines. Sorry, 20 lines. So a long bar would be helpful here. That's a really good bar. Split triple. Beautiful. Yeah. He's dealing with these pieces really well. And that's a nice double with the Z piece there. Okay. Still going good. Oh, that's a nice bar. Come on. This is nice. This is a potential for 450, I would say. If that. He can still go, he's going strong. This is really good. Nice double. Into level 18 speeds. Okay, it's getting a little bit smaggy. Oh, he's super smaggy. He needs a bar. He needs a bar. He's not going to get a bar at 386. Oh, 38665. What a score. That's alright. We got the score. So 386,665. The number of the Yanis. Fantastic, sir. That was amazing. Hey, PB. Yeah, well played. No, it's... So that is... So, yeah, congratulations. So not only is that a PB for Tetto, it is also the highest Latvian score in the Game Boy Tetris leaderboards. So, yes. Now, if I were to draft an idea of where that would be on the league, where would that be on the league leaderboards? So did you so Teto's just going through some technical checks here before we restart again. Now, just with the 386, your score right now is just outside the top 100, so you'd be 102nd on the Game Board Tetris leaderboards. Oh yeah. Okay, so when both players, I mean that was really exciting. You know, we got a PB. You won your first match in the league. So, first game in the league, game number 1. That was only game number 1, you know. So let's see more of that. So when both players are ready, just let me know. Ready? Both players are ready. So we'll get a nice big 5 count. 4 count. You know, why not? Let's not waste time. So in 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. CTW. Both players demanding right now. Tetris for Casually, Tetris for Teto. I think a statement of intent has been made by Teto here, I believe, in that first game. If they can keep that up, you know, they could be on a fast track to the Challenger division for next season. But I would say that Casually would like to get there as also. So for what it is, this Academy division, or both divisions, because we have Div A and Div B, it's looking really good. As I said, we've got a lot of newcomers to the first time players, and we want to, as I said, the whole point of this league is to kind of encourage people to get used to the game, get a feel for it, hopefully enjoy it and come back and play some more. And yeah, so very happy to see both these players doing really well right now. 61,000 for Teto, 40,000 for Casually. Casually's got a wooden pallet down at the bottom. Just needs to kind of fix that. Wooden pallets? Wooden pallet. It's nice to play on top of that. It's nice. At this speed it's doable. And as you can see, clearly it is. Tetris setup takes about 65,000. 73,000 over on the left hand side. And it's a nice stack over on the left. You've not had too many problems. And clearly that's kind of reflected in the score, with Casually having that little bit of smash at the bottom. It's caused not nothing insurmountable, but about 20,000, say about 20-30,000 difference now. Yeah, say 20. So about just under a 2 Tetris lead, going back and forth here. Currently Teto with 111,000, Casually with 79, and taking it to 91. High scoring game so far, 40 odd lines. So this is good pace. This is what you want to see when you're trying to get a high score. I can see this one going places. a wee note in the chat. Who we got there? MJ. Hi MJ. Adam is either still watching or he's walked away and left his phone on. And yeah, all the players as well. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And especially given the fact there is a top out on the right hand side again. 95,000. Oh my. Help my Bob. So 95,000 to 161 this time. Not a PB from both players, but certainly a score which takes Teto to casually now. Woo! Now this could be interesting because at the current pace, this would take the first of all, this is going to be game number 3. Teto is on match point, and casually is on a point to kind of survive, keep this match going, which you know, I'm no skin in the game, but let's just get some more Tetris. That's a good Tetris for that matter. Latvia. That's not me saying that, that's just me reading chat. Kristains is popping off. Hey. Alright. So we've got a game on. And this will be the third game of the match. So when both players are ready, thumb on the right, thumb on the left, so we'll go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris, sorry. Holy, is Lady Vader a well noted and firm favourite in the restreamer side on NES? Lady Vader. I've noticed that she likes to say "holy cow" when she's watching the game. So there is a holy cow. It begins with J, ends in Annis, and it's Yanis. If you want more about Yanis, feel free to go to your local library in Latvia, or you can, or if you want to know in a hurry, speak to Adam Irish. I think he's well quoted in the ways of the cow. A nice fits there from Teto, taking him to 72, casually currently at 28. So a gap here for the first time in both games, I would say. Both players have been matching each other fairly reasonably. And casually accepts that and scores a back-to-back Tetris, taking him to 52. Again, another 2 Tetris lead in it. Tetris on the left, 112,000, 67,000 on the right. We have a good game on. I believe it's David's in chat. Hello, it's David. Thank you for joining. It's David is one of the players in this division. Also in Division B, having played Kristains already at a 3-0 one for Kristains. David is a emulator player, notably, and is again a lot of newcomers this time to the league, and we are grateful that you're here. And yeah, as I said, Game Boy Tetris League, if you feel like having a go at it yourself, then I would suggest you go to the following link, which I'll put in chat because I'm typing stuff. And you can go to tinyurl.com/gb-tetris. And the high things are happening on the left hand side with Tetris board. He's got a dirty Tetris set up, but it's worth noting that the bars aren't normal to come in this time, but he gets a bar to fix that one. Oh yeah, and he gets another bar. Gets him a Tetris down there. A clean one this time. Takes him at 188,000. 118 on Casual's side. Casual's looking nice and clean. Just waiting for the stack to get built a little bit better. And that's nice. Oh, it's looking good. Yep. Uses those 2 T's to clean up that double wide well. So really nice, you know, options are getting done on both players' ends right now. A little bit risky, I would say, with Teto building that dirty so high, but yeah, risk and reward, you know. And getting some rewards there casually. Takes him at 133, 192 on the left. Both players at, well, Casual's, well, worth noting that Casual's at 68 lines, Teto's at 85, being a push down criminal. So yeah. Good game again from Teto. You know, the newcomer is making statements with this, I believe. 216,089 lines. It's a really good score to have. It was a good score to have, and it still is a good score. 217,027. So casually, you need 218 as a chase down. 218. That was just unfortunate there, Teto. I think the RNG, you were needing a bar, and a bar wasn't going to come and save you. Yeah, it was one bar too late. I mean, yeah. I mean, almost and upwards. The chase down hasn't been met yet, so you're still potentially could take this. But casually, I know casually well enough that he'll want to do his best, score some Tetrises. He's 8 lines away from transition at 175, so he's got around another 40,000 to get. Again, very much line outable. So playing at a reasonable pace, any road will win this one, I believe. Sets up for a Tetris at 97 lines. Transitions at 101 lines. 189 is the score. So he's not needing much now. Another under 30,000. So at least 2 Tetrises or so do that. Nice wee burn. Makes it look good. 203, needs another 14. Tetris and chain. Yeah, Tetris will do it. Or Tetris in a bit. And 218 is the score he needs. And in style he gets it with 231. So we still have a match on. 2-1. GG's. A very good game. Unfortunate just with the stack. Just the stack was at a high risk, and it was a high risk situation. But yeah, tips that we would all give each other on when we're playing, especially in competitive score attack. Always have burner options, especially when you're past level 12, 13, 14. Because the higher you go, the survival's the name of the game in any Tetris format, but the Game Boy version is synonymous with giving you a high level of drought with long bars. Keep that in mind. I'm sure. Yeah, squares. Yeah, squares are also a factor in this game. You can get them for as long as the day is long, or until the cows come home. Yeah. That's how much OPCs are hated in Game Boy Tetris. But yeah, we've got a game and a match, and we're at game number 4. So both players, when you're ready, we will start game number 4. Readies. Ready, steady, go. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So yeah, just to give a little quick update. We might have another player joining, David. Let me just check that. So that's possible, but we obviously will decide that after the 3rd game. So getting a little hat. So anyway, back to this current game. 52,000 for Kasaneteto, getting a nice triple there, and 63,000 with Casually, getting nice L's, J's and I's to fix the stack. So it's looking good. Both players this time, and scores are reasonably matched. It's predominantly been the case with both players in this match, of all the games, well, most of the games. And speaking of Tetris, for anybody just joined the chat, there is more Tetris to be played over in the US right now with the CTWC, which I believe stands for Classic Tetris World Championships. But we don't want to talk about that. No, we've got Game Boy Tetris to deal with here, and dealing with it, these players are both players around 93,000, 97,000. Super necky. Other things to kind of watch out for when you're playing Tetris at level 9 is the pushdown. So you can be a pushdown criminal, fighting for survival, fighting for the push down, but it's not always the best thing to be doing when your stack is higher. No time for you. Never touch the ground. Never be a push down criminal. It's a criminal. There's a little bit of criminality on the left hand side of 115,000. So casually 116. You got a chase down of 116. Okay, he's pushing down. He's getting it down. 4,000 away. That 3, 2. Tetris brings it to a decider. So we've got one of our favourite scores. Well done, players. You know, you've done really well. Both playing very consistent. I mean, the story is, apart from the kind of fantastic debut here from Teto, is the freaky top outs. You know, I don't think the top outs have done Yeast justice. He's again more than capable of going past transition. He's proved that as not just today, but casually historically. So we know there's games in here, and well, I say there's games. There's game because we're at game number 5. We're at the decider, and this game will decide who will win. So I will await a ready from Casualty and a ready from Teto. 2 readies. Ready, Eddie, steady. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris! By the power of Yanis, can Teto do it? And by the power of Grayskull, can Casually do it? Casually taking very considerate, conservative choices here. Not building out too high. Set up for he's got to do it. He's got to go. Got it. Yeah, he got it up. Decent. So 2 Tetrises right now with Teto. Playing perfect so far. Oh, seems an he eyes he eyed up the Vits there and took it. And yeah, you can fix that no problem. Nice T to clear that. And Casually not going to be outdone by that. He's set up his own space for tucking, and he's going to do it with 2 lumber or O pieces. And those tucks set up the chance for a Tetris. Both players scoring, looking good, not making any mistakes, and just looking good. Not much to say. Doing great, guys. Oh. Nice choice there from Teto. He stuck the S to column 3, 4, 5, knowing that the bar was coming, and the bar cleared out a little bit of smash up top. So yeah, really good choice there. Tetris again from Teto, doing well right now. 80,000, Casually at 48, sorry. So just around under 3 Tetris lead on the left hand side. I I assumed that Nels would have been here, my colleague in the Game Boy Tetris League admin. But you know what? Any money Nels is watching classic Tetris right now. This is the equivalent of the World Cup finals being on TV around the world, and we are playing pub football. But that's alright. Sunday League. It is Sunday League! You're damn right, it's the Sunday League football. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's good, honest Tetris, if you ask me. And I bet you half of the CTWC players couldn't hold a candle to some of the fine players we've got in Game Boy Tetris when it comes to playing Game Boy Tetris. It's always been something that's kind of I found interesting. Have they ever did any Game Boy Tetris competitions at CTWC? Because I reckon it would go down a storm. You know, I mean, there's Tetris Grandmaster, which again, another fine game. Not personally, that's not a game I know myself too well. But speaking of well, Casually fixes his right well with that eye dependency to keep going on the left. So, yep, 82,000 to 146,000. So, a little bit of a lead opening up on the left hand side. 10 lines in it. Oh my god, he got that bar, he got that O piece over. I didn't want to mention it, but that was like frame perfect. Just tapped it over to the left. Perfect. Very, very nice. And a Tetris for your pleasure. This is a really nice debut here from the Latvian player. And the best thing about it is there will be more from the Latvian player in the next game. So game number 3 will have Tetris versus Kristains. But that game will happen after this as the decider. Both players 2-2, with casually making haste of reverse sweep potentially. Teto looking to make the right decisions to hold onto that 2 points that they fought very hard for, including a PB, might I add, in game number 1. So, all looking good here. 211, 5 lines until transition for Teto. 104 at 83 lines, so casually 14 lines in the past. I call it that. So has enough to go into here, I'd say, with both players still playing, which is good. I don't know if both players have got transition yet together, so this would be nice. Good way to end the game. We'll get the transition, get on a show, score some Tetris. This is, and yeah, more Tetris, more money. But no, there ain't no money. Money. Welcome to the Tetris. It's really nice stack on both ends now. As we just transition, currently at 1-3-3. Juggles that J to the right place and goes in at 1-3-6. Interesting placement of the eyepiece there for Eto, right in the middle. But it got him Tetris ready, and that's part of the game. Nice tuck there from Casually for double wide weld, now fixing that with a long bar, so he needs another long bar to get a Tetris to keep him with his resurgence in this level. Level 10, 140. Nice double. Current scores: 137 lines for Teto at 321, Casually at 155 at 116 lines. Both players, again, there's a gap, but don't let that fool you. Anything can happen in this game. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen to me, and I will see it again. Both players now setting up for right wheels. Kristains in chat noting that with Teto's current pace, they could also PB again. So at 361 lines, 361 score, he would need another 5,000 or 6,000 here to beat his PB that he's already set. So yeah, let's see it. But yeah, let's see Casually do good as well. 206, and he's not out of it yet. Again, the score doesn't favour the play. He's been fantastic, he's survived, he's done well, dealt with the hard situations, and now he's dealing with a nice easy situation of a right well, getting Tetris ready. Oh, that was a funny hang on Kettle's side whilst I was talking there. He's adding to it. He needs something to the left, he gets that. Maybe a bar, maybe a whole piece would help. Okay. Son. Well, good news is it was a PB at 407, 800 and double check that. 801. 407, 801. Casually, you need a chase down of 408. So 408 is your chase down target. Wow. I need to watch that back again. That was a really funky hang on the left. He just built a little diving board of J's and T's or whatever it was. Yeah, the pieces rotate funny. Yes, they do. That's worth noting. In this version, certain tucks you can't do. They're inverse to say like playing NES Tetris. You know what? Blame me. I should have said that at some point. So, well, don't blame me for you getting a PB. So, 407's again another good score, and that jumped you into the top 100, which is nice, taking you to 98 in the leaderboard. You're in the top 100. Can't take that away from you. Can Casually take the win away from you at 241. He's at level 16. We know he's got level 20 pace, so let's see some Tetris. Sit back and enjoy. Oh yeah, just fixed that just in the nick of time there with that S. That's the place to put that piece. Still rocking the white well, still looking good for him. He's at level 17, not far away from the transition. Again, in Casually's arsenal is playing at level 20. I've seen them do it. I've seen them get PBs at level 20 starts or level 19 starts or 20 starts, so they can definitely rock it with the big boys when it comes to that. So let's see. Action. Nice. J to fix the parity a little bit. Bring it down again. Something too wide. It'll help. Okay. Feels like he needs to go smag though, and why not? 4 lines to go until level 20 transition. And this bar will take him to 331, so he goes in at 331. He needs around 70,000. Very doable. Let's see some level 20 play from the Academy division. This has been a fantastic game, by the way, players. So well done, no matter what happens here. He's done really well, and arguably one of the best Academy matches I've did. So at level 20 speeds, really what you want to be doing is you would kind of line out and get yourself in a position to, well, get a Tetris, but also be prepared to bail out, as it were. For example, if you get into a drought, you really want to have a kind of board safe enough to do that. Now at 58,358, there is a runway to line out, I'd say, with 225, 74 lines left. We have a line cap in the league, so once you get to 300 lines at a level 9 start, that's it. So there is still Tetris there for the taking, and still score for the taking, and it looks like he could do it. He's at 390 now, he needs 408. Certainly can do it with the way he's playing right now. And as I said, with Tetris this being their first game in the league, or take note, as I said, Casually is one of these players who probably feels better playing at faster speeds, to be honest. So you can kind of see, you can see that what he's doing here, he's lining out, he's just getting those scores, and he survived, which is the main thing, and he's still surviving, and looks like he's on the road to take this game at 408. This is our 4,000. 50 lines to go. And that pretty much does it at 410. Casually, you have pulled the reverse sweep. Absolutely, so that's 3-2 Casually. Casually is going to play the rest of the game out, see what he can get on his line cap score, as I believe that's another score you can put into our leaderboards. So thank you very much, this was a good game. DigiQuest in chat, thank you very much for being here. Congrats Casually, DigiQuest is saying. So there's some Casually supporters out there cheering you on. And he's under 30 lines away from the line cap, taking a victory with that. What a good game. No, I'm genuinely, again, probably one of the best games I did for Academy. I had both players, well, I've never had 2 PBs, like, well, I suppose I have, you know, but of that magnitude, Teto, you should be very, very pleased how you played. I hope you watched the VOD back and think that as well. Oh, that's a nice. Wow, just looking at your game as well. Lovely, lovely choices at level J speeds here. Yeah. Nice. Maybe Teto is also a player that likes to play faster. Feels more comfortable at that. If they get to 4-4-3. He never hit the wall. He never got to the 300 lines. Casually, I'm afraid you lose the game because you never got to the 300 line cap. No, I'm only kidding. No, no, I'm only kidding. I'm only taking this. 3-2. Let's see. No, you did well. As I said, you kind of dealt with the. I mean, you were down a fair bit in terms of score, you know. But there was runway. I dare say if Teto went into level 20, it would have been really difficult for you. So, congratulations, Teto. You will come again in the next match against Kristains. Casually, GG's. See you soon enough. No. Cool. So some of our players are just taking a break right now. Whilst they're taking a break, I can update the league. So what does that do to the league? I wonder. I'll tell you momentarily. What it does. So let me go back to the division table, and it looks like this, where we have Casually, who took 6 points there, and Teto also takes 2, meaning that Casually currently sits at top of this Division B at 14, Kristains at 8, Teto at 2, and it's David yet to score on the division. Now there will be another match, and that will be the Battle of Latvia, Kristains versus Kasaneteto. And yeah, we're just going to wait for the players to get set up, and we will be right back. Hello! We're back. What we're back for? We're back for more Tetris. Game Boy League, Tetris League, Season 7. We're in the Academy Division today. And it currently sits like this. So we've got I've got a split division, A and B. And the winners of both of those divisions will play each other on a promotional playoff to go to the Challenger Division, which is our next tier league. And the tier after that would be Premier. But today, we're in Division B. And so far, we've had some games. We've had two fantastic games from Casually, who's currently sitting at the top of the leaderboard, 14. And we also have these two players, one at 8 and one at 2. It is Teto versus Kristains. If you've been here for the start of the stream, you've seen them already. But if you haven't, both players are legends of Latvia. They are the top two, if I dare say, in Latvia. Who's going to be top today? We shall find out. So yeah, on the right, with a PB of 348,825, we have Kristains. And on the left, we have a fantastic debut, I might add, today. This will be their second game in competitive Game Boy Tetris. And PB, actually two PBs were set today. Currently they had 322, then went to 386, and now with a 400 plus K at 407, 801. Both players from Latvia. One's called Teto, one's called Kristains. Let's go! This is exciting. This would be, well, it was going to be the main event, but there will be more Tetris, and I'll talk about that after this game. So, when both players are ready, I will be ready for you two. And just to ask, as players, do you want to be playing at 9 or 2 heart? 9 it is. Okay, so again, so Kristains, you can change that if you want, but pardon. Okay, so once you're ready, Teto, on the ready screen, you can begin. Currently you're on the mod cart, by the way, just to let you know. You may want to go back to the OG. I'm still here. We're all here. Oh yeah, Teto. Yeah, good question. I know he's in Latvia, but where? No comment. Teto! Teto! Hey, we've got Teto. I think he's back. So, alright, so when Teto has changed their cart back to the version 1.1, I will be happy to begin the game and the match. Okay, both players looking good, both players on level 9, so we can start when you're ready. Do a nice big 5 count. And we're ready on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So this is an interesting game. This game I would see has the potential to put whoever either in first place or second place. So Crunch Match, who have really made a dent on this league so far, you know. And notably, Kristains has this would be Kristains' last game of the division. With Kristains already playing the fourth player in the div, David. So, should Kristains take a win here, it would make them probably put them comfortable at the top of the div. But Teto, on the other hand, again a newcomer to the league and to Game Boy Tetris as a whole, has made a pretty impressive start so far in their Game Boy Tetris account. Making a good account for himself. Okay, so yeah. Kristains with some nice flips to down stack a little bit. Both players playing one off the bottom with a column 8 gap. Kristains, column 3 gap for Teto. Teto builds on that, but gets himself his first Tetris, taking him to 18,000. Neck and neck, more or less, players. 18,000 to 21,000. Choosing to stack down. Teto, dare say aggressively, choosing to build one off the bottom. Yeah. So far so good. But as I say that, Kristains picks himself a good position to get a nice clean Tetris and makes his board pretty nice and neat. Building a column 8 and a column 7 dirty Tetris there from Teto. This is looking very nice from both players. The rumours are true, these players are the two best players in Latvia. The top two, that's right, the top two players in Latvia. I must say, worth noting around the Kristains recently held this year, I believe it was this year, Game Boy Tetris Slandglam, I'm pronouncing that right. A nice, really cool vibes Tetris tournament over in Latvia. It looked really, again, it was really, what's the word for it? Cozy. You know, it looked like everyone had a good time, everyone enjoyed Game Boy Tetris, and worth noting they were also playing the 2-player version, so with the advantage of a Game Boy over NES is that you can put a Game Boy in your pocket and you can play anywhere you like, and if you want to play 2-player with someone, you have what's known as a data link cable, and you can link up, play each other, and go head to head in battle of the wits, battle of, yeah, again, if you haven't seen 2-player Tetris or haven't played it, play it. In my opinion, it's the most it's the best way to play Tetris competitively. But this case we're playing score attack with the highest score wins, and the score is high right now for Teto at 136,000, 84,000 right now for Kristains. Both players doing a little bit of down stacking or got some holes here and there, but as we've seen with both players, nothing that can't phase them or won't phase them even. Yeah. So a little high. And a nice Tetris there for Kristains, nice dirty. Lovely. And Kristains getting clean again with that double. Set up possibly for a column 7, but decides to bring it to the left. And Teto has fought valiantly there to keep the board alive. Still playing one off the bottom pretty much for the whole entire game. Split triple is nice. So 10 lines in between both players, 82 and 92. 40,000 a difference. Teto at 158. Kristains at 116. Both players have been, it's been a very similar story for both players. Getting Tetris's 31s and wherever they can get them. Playing with some static at the bottom. And yeah, getting in positions but getting out of it really well. So it's been a good game so far from both players. I wonder if Classic Tetris will raid me. We'll have to stay on till 2 AM or 3 AM in the morning. Not bloody likely. So, just to note that Teto has transitioned at 176. Gets a dirty Tetris again at 189. Kristains, fairly dirty as well, although needs something to the left. And the long bar does it. Sets them up. Okay, another Tetris again there from Teto. Both players have been really dirty this game. It's quite, I've got to say, it's a brave play from both players. Usually this would, some of the play that they've been doing, it would kill a lot of players, so the survival here is on display has been notable. And Teto with another dirty Tetris. Gets him at 213. Kristains burning that skimming that S to open the right well again. So triple blocks it well, but not for long, I'm sure. Setting up again for a column 7 dirty Tetris. Wow. But Kristains flew too high to the sky, and we have to say bye on that one. Teto, you took game number 1. GG's. I've got to say, players, these were living dangerously all the time. I mean, I would say Kristains, your downstacking was a little bit more better, but you were getting into positions again where you were forced into it to keep dirty or be dirty. But again, there was more dirty Tetrises there than clean Tetrises, so you should be very pleased with yourselves for doing what you did in that game. So well done, GG's. So that was game 1, and this is going to be game 2. So I'll take a quick start. Thumbs are ready's at the ready. Ready, Eddie, Eddie. Okay, we'll start in count of 4. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players will need to do a little bit of tuck here, and there is another one off the bottom start for Teto, but he is Tetris ready in column 8. And he gets that bar, gets a Tetris. So first blood goes to Teto, Second blood goes to Teto, taking him to 24,000. So good start, albeit playing one off the bottom again for Teto. And Kristains choosing wisely to fix their board, get it more ready to the left hand side of things. Teto likes it right well, noticed that. And again, if game one shows it favours him, again, with most players favour the left well, being on a nice Tetris there from Kristains. Gets his bar nice and low. That's as low as it's been since the start of the game. For what it is, I mean, granted, you are playing one off the bottom. You stack really well, by the way. You really do put a nice amount of pieces in the right places. So obviously, again, I don't know too much about Teto's journey in the old Tetris world, but I believe they've played Modern before, and those skills are transferable. Such as the beauty of Tetris. Still rocking that right well with one off the bottom at 56,000. Kristains at 25,000. Dealing with some down stacking, but he's getting the really good pieces and he's putting them in the right places. Bring it down. Oh no, there was a top out there at 57,000. Kristains, you have a chase down. You need 58. So down stack city. Here we come. That was unfortunate. I mean, maybe it was a one off the bottom, and I didn't. I'll admit I didn't catch the end of that game for you there. So unfortunate for you at 30 lines. Kristains now at 31 lines. Just needs to survive really, and he will be gifted game number 2. Needs an L help. It's a good L. He's playing low, he's playing slow, he's not pushing down, he ain't being no criminal. He's taking his time, taking it easy. You don't want to be a criminal here, you want to take it easy. Take it easy. Super slow. Slow and steady. As I say, slow and steady wins the race. And it might win it for Kristains, providing he gets the right pieces. 34,000, so he's another 33,000 away, so halfway there. 50% of the way. Biding his time. Yep. Down stacking, but keeps it to the same level, so he's not getting to the bottom yet. Pieces aren't letting him do that. And it's finding that parity and finding the right pieces to be a push down criminal. So it's looking better. Building on the right hand side. It's a way to play the game. He's 60 lines away. Sorry, 60 lines, 40 lines until transition. There's very much enough here to get to 58,000, which is your target, 58,000. Are we about to see the start? Oh, okay, that's fine. Nice choice T, as it opens up column 2. Skims column 2. Have to get myself a L, I, or a J. J helps. T helps. Another J would be nice, but we'll choose to put T there. 73 lines at 45,000. Another 10,000 away, say. Slow and steady can win this. This is the academy. And that long bar helped really get some enough to get the, or deciding not to block that column 8 with the O piece. Smart decision. 6,000 away. Can he do it? I think so. I hope so. Absolutely. The battle for the top spot in Latvia is at stake. Who will be the best player? Who will be the second best player? We will find out today. And 3,000 away, so 88 lines. This is nice. He's a couple away. Right, just lays that L piece flat, and with this triple takes the game. 4 lines to go until transition. That must have felt like a lifetime to you there, Kristains. Oh my god. GG's. So what was a best of 5 is now a best of 3. 1-1. So the hype is true. These are the best players in Latvia, and you can just see why. They're not giving each other an inch. MJ saying that was a low transition. Yes, it would have been. I don't know if it'd be a PB low transition, but maybe we should start that leaderboard. The lowest score, the transition at level 9. I'd have a go at that. Alright. Yeah, a min out. Yeah, totally, the min out. Yeah, I've never went for min outs, but I would like to. 60k transition. Yes. Yeah. No push downs required. If you could push up, push up. I was a push up criminal. Okay, both players are ready, I believe. So I will do another count. We have game number 3 on the go, 1 each. Let's see who will be 2-1 after this. In 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So both players stacking very similar here, both stacking for right well. Now the big question is that, again, I have no bias in terms of who wins. I'm indifferent being a restreamer, but I wonder who would Yanis want to win? The legendary cow of Latvia. MJ wants the player from Latvia to win, as do I. So 28,000 for Tetto, looking good. Kristains at 7,700. MJ asking, aren't they both from Latvia? You know what, MJ? I'm not telling you. Well, MJ notably in the chat right now, aka Daft Bunny. Daft Bunny, a player from Finland, so in the vicinity of both players here in Latvia. Although worlds apart when it comes to Tetris. So we have MJ. Oh yeah, both players. So both players could actually play two-player Tetris against each other, being in the same city. So no excuses. I'm putting the onus on Kristains there. No excuses. We know you have a data link cable, and we know you have the setup. So you could restream two-player Tetris. Tetto versus Kristains. That'll be cool to see. Woo! Push down criminal. Oh, in America, fighting for survival, fighting for the push down. Oh yeah. Yeah. For those in chat, there is a song called "Push Down Criminal." I believe it was by Eddie Grant in 1992. He done it in partnership with the Tetris holding company. No, I'm only joking. It's AI Slot. Sorry. Courtesy of MG. But what we are seeing here is a very nice game. 80,000 for Tetto, 46,000 from Kristains. So we're talking 4 Tetrises in it. Both stacking really well this game. Kristains just favour to play cautious, and Tetto does favour to play risky, I'd say. If I was going to give a little bit of a clash in styles here. Again, nothing wrong with playing either, but there is risks, of course, to any style you play. I think I mean, I don't know if I would say it in Game Boy Tetris, but certainly in NES you can throttle or kind of pull back your aggression at certain times. But then again, in this version, you are a slave to the long bar and the droughts that can occur. Nice bit of down stacking here from both players. Long bar will help Kristains. He stuck that O piece in column 8-9. Just sticking it on the top of the shelf. He'll come back to it later. Tetto on the other hand, with his signature one off the bottom, gets himself a right wheel Tetris. Very, very nice. 139. And Kristains gingerly puts over the J and the I and the made the perfect adjustment there, just for the S piece coming in. So this very good choices there. I think that saved the game there. Teto around 100 points. And a Tetris straight there for Kristains. Made the choices with the O pieces there was the right thing to do. And yeah, we'll get some lovely, lovely Tetris. Teto stacking with a large gap in his column 1. So you may want to start burning here. And advice when you're up really high is don't be a push down criminal. Try and save that level of speed you need when you're up high for your taps. This won't burn. So that J will help. He's still Tetris ready as well. Ah, 30 Tetris. Ah, amazing. 196, 105 lines. Kristains at 83,000, about to go into transition. So we're talking 8 to 9 Tetrises gap here. But as we've seen from game 2, that things can change. Another Tetris there from Teto, but left well dirty. He loves that. He loves that one off the top. You know, I mean, it's helping. It's working. And he's open here for a nice left well Tetris. Again, dirty. Takes the J to keep the board nice and clean. Kristains taking a triple with the long bar there. Forced into putting the S piece in an uncomfortable position, but you know, you can fix it. And look at this. Teto is at the bottom of the board. He is now clean. Nothing off the top, nothing off the bottom. Looking good. Very, very good. Nice double there from Kristains. Accommodates that O piece. Early shift there of long bar, so there'll be a long bar needed there for Teto. Gets it just in the nick of time. It skims with the J, get ready for another J, which will bring this down a bit for him. A little bit of cleaning up to get the well open again. Gets the right pieces. Getting there. Kristains on 106,000. Teto at 288. Seems unsurmountable, but we've seen chase downs happen today so far. It's doable. Nice column 5 on the go now here for Kristains. Gets it. Gives him the opportunity to build right if he'd like to, or something in that regard. Nice to, yeah, deciding to do the right things here. Be cautious. Teto would love a bar, but gets a triple. Okay. Nice stacking here from players. Still surviving, still doing well. They had points in the game where they'd have topped out, but they're still going. And a nice Tetris there from Kristains takes it to 154. 302 on the other side. So the lead and the pace with Teto. But the board right now on Kristains' side is looking good. It's 173. And it's just a bit too high there. Couldn't get that bar, couldn't get that O piece or the S over. So keep playing, Kristains. You're gonna chase down. Teto didn't catch your score there, so just let me catch that momentarily. So I can confirm that it's 305859. So Kristains, you have a chase down, you need 306. And 306 won't happen today. 181. So Tetto, you did enough there. More than enough, I would say, to win that game. So it takes you to 2-1. GG's. Bit high up to start chase downs. That was what happened to Kristains there, really. I mean, again, you've chased down already today. We've seen Casually do that also, so it is doable. Again, good things to be for Tetris tips of the day is don't push down when you're high, and always be ready to burn at level 13, 14, 15. But you want to play cautious, certainly past 15, I would say. But anyway, we are on game number 4. So, will Tetto take it 3-1, or will Kristains keep the game alive to take it to the decider? We will find out momentarily. And I believe both players are ready. Comes from Kristains, ready from Tetto, and we're going to go in 4 in 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We are at 13 lines for Tetto, 36, and 14 lines at 28. So again, very close starts, still early doors. And I think this might be the last game of the stream. It's been a long 2.5 hours. It's been a fun 2.5 hours. But two things. One, I would like to eat. 2, I would like to watch Classic Tetris. And a third thing, actually, I'd like to raid Classic Tetris as well. Just go, haha. See? GB Tetris. Again, a nice lead again with Tetto. And a Tetris here from Kristains, so 47,000, 63,000. Both players are keeping in touching distance, I would say here. Again, I wouldn't expect any different from the top 2 players in Latvia. There's nothing. Oh, there's Potato in chat. Hi, Potato. Potato. Potato, you always comment on my audio. How's my audio today? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it crap? Is it incredible? I mean, the opinion from the rest of the stream and the team has said it's been great. But Potato is quite the critic. you see. Not only being a fantastic admin, again, an admin that I don't deserve really, you know, a mod, sorry, whatever you call it in Twitch, I don't care. But the big guy's good. Yeah. So I'll explain that to Potato. Potato's asking why is there's no audio of the game. We're using the GB interceptors, or we're using the emulators, or whatever we're using. We're not broadcasting the audio because in most cases we can't capture it. If you're playing on a Game Boy, for example, you do have an audio jack, but it's extremely rare to see people connecting the audio jacks into the PCs or laptops for the stream. Emulators, of course, you could do that, but you know, I've got enough on my plate. But what is on the plate here today? We have 149 from Teto, 68,000 from Kristains. Again, both players have been very consistent in terms of how they're playing, and it's been good to see. You know, I mean, I hope this isn't the first of many games from these players. Certainly, I've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it. On a Korean spin there from Teto, a Korean setup from Teto. Getting the board clean, albeit with one at the bottom, so it needs a bar. Or needs to burn. Choice. Okay, bar comes in the nick of time again. It's a split triple, so he's now Tetris ready. One off the bottom, just for a change. Okay, nice triple. And nice Tetris. So it takes Teto at 83 lines at 173. Kristains at 69 lines, you know, at 78,000, so around 105 in it. Takes that down to a back-to-back Tetris there, taking him into 74,000 off the base now. So again, those are really helpful Tetrises there for Kristains. Very much keeping them in the game, and yeah, still a lot to play for, I'd say. Both players haven't transitioned yet, and oh, nice setup for column 9. Still gets it. It's a Tetris. And a column 3 over on Teto's side. Again, very varied in for stacking. Eclectic would be the word one could use to describe Teto's play. Our Tetris 2-2 or 2-2. The bars are coming and they're helping. Another bar comes. 249, 109 lines. 119 over on Kristains' side. Another bar here from Teto. It is raining bars, and I suppose that's what we all want in this game. But yeah, back to Potato. Thank you again for being here. As always, you're a big bastard legend. I appreciate you. Also, I'm sure you've been watching Classic Tetris. The CT Classic Tetris World Championships is on right now. Not that we would know here. We are playing the Game Boy, kicking ass, getting PBs. You would have missed Teto earlier. PB twice, so back to back PBs, more or less back-to-back BTs. Yeah. Tetris there, taking about 289. Good showing so far in this game. In 20 lines into the future from Kristains, who's at 145. Again, nice calm board down at the bottom. Got 2 off the bottom to play with, but can certainly deal with that as he's proven so far today. Oh, I didn't get the tap over for that long bar, so 293 is the score to beat. Kristains, you have a chase down. You need 294. 294. GG's indeed. But let's see what happens here. Going to verify that score again. 293. So you need 294, Kristains. 294. The triple flip. It was a triple flip, it did it there. Oh, I was going to see a decider there. You stole a decider from me, Kristains. How dare you? How dare you? That was unfortunate. The triple flip, it killed you. But, you know, that being said, both players did really, really well. It was a very good showing for the top 2 in Latvia. I think Teto today can say that they are currently holding that title. But for how long? We'll find out next time on Game Boy Tetris League. So before I go, let's update the stats. So let's give that free to Teto. That's updated. GG's, a well-deserved free, and 3-1 score, which means that with that score, that would take Kristains to 9 points. As they would, 9 points in the league, sorry. And that gives Teto their first. Take a note of that. 1. Yeah, that would give them 7 points. So 7 points to Teto, 1 point to Kristains. Oh, sorry, 1 point to Kristains. Means. Question: Who's currently the best player in Latvia right now? The answer is we don't know, because both players have 9 points each, so it's still undecided. Who is the greatest? We'll find out another day. I would say the jury's still out. I would still like to see these players play in a rematch. I feel it would be, it'd be good to see. But yeah, really good showing from Teto. Kristains, another fantastic showing as well. Coming down with the chase down really did help. Again, this is the point of the Academy division. We're here to play Tetris, we're here to have fun, we're here to get better, and I think we can all learn from that. Not just in Tetris, but in life. So, that is us for today. I will call it a day, as I am kind of tired. I'd like to eat, and I want to go and watch some GB Tetris. Because little do we know, there is Okay, so yeah, I've just listened to chat. There was a good point. So there will be more games to play. It's David. Currently has played one game, so requires to play Kristains and Kasaneteto. So Teto has the opportunity to go second place, but the way that the division will work this season is that the winner of Division A will play the winner of Division B, and there will be the winner of that will go to the Challenger Division. And if I believe so, the loser of that playoff will play in a promotional fight. Again, I'm not entirely sure because the league has only just started this week. So I will get any questions that anyone has in chat, jump into the Discord, and I will try my best to get answers. So yeah, I mean the league's going well. We've done a lot of good damage here today. We've seen PBs, we've seen chase downs, we've seen fine play from all players today, and I can only say thank you for putting up with me. Appreciate you being patient with my dulcet Scottish tones. For that, I would say go to tinyurl.com/gb-tetris. Yeah, we're done. Game's a bogey. Game has ended. I want to thank you very much for being here. I'm gonna get. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I don't know. I might have a burger. Yeah. All right. Anyway, thank you again. Peace and love. Go away. Up, up, up.